In Vienna in particular, and in East Asian countries in general, there are many people, whether Buddhists or not, who still hold deep faith in the name of Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. Whenever they encounter misfortune, they immediately chant her name. This may be because of teachings from parents, or due to community habits, but for the most part it is based on hearsay and not a deeply grounded faith. For me, it is different. I have personally experienced and gained a precious lesson that I will likely never forget until the day I die. My name is TH. I am 30 years old. Currently, I live in HN City with my husband and daughter. I began practicing vegetarianism and reciting the Buddha's name in 2012, when I had just graduated from university. I don't fully understand the karmic conditions that led me to it, but I am certain that I already had a wholesome affinity with Buddhism. I learned about the Pure Land practice of Buddha recitation and have maintained it continuously ever since, without a single day of interruption. The more I practiced, the more I felt many inconceivable and wondrous experiences. The most memorable incident happened recently, and it gave both my husband and me a tremendous shock. It happened like this. During the April 30th holiday in 2020, my whole family returned to our hometown in ND province for a 4-day break. Like many families, we hope to enjoy warm and happy moments together with relatives and friends. Living in HN City, we rarely have chances to meet relatives and friends back in our hometown, so my husband was very happy during the holiday. Normally, he rarely drinks alcohol, but this time, because it had been a long time since he last met close friends and relatives, he drank quite a lot. Usually, when my husband gets drunk, he just sleeps it off and feels fine afterward. But that night, he was restless and could not sleep, tossing and turning, breathing heavily and uncomfortably. The smell of alcohol coming from his mouth also made me uncomfortable. I thought it would pass and he would fall asleep soon, so I did not pay much attention and let him lie there. But my intuition told me something was not right, and indeed, a while later he complained of pain in his abdomen and back. No matter what we did, the pain would not subside. My husband already had a history of kidney stones and had previously suffered severe renal colic that required emergency hospital treatment. I began to panic. When he could no longer endure it, he said in a very faint, exhausted voice, as if he were about to run out of breath.
Please, I can't, it hurts so much. I'm in so much pain, take me to the hospital or I'll die.
Hearing that, I was completely shocked. My face turned pale with fear, my hands and feet trembling uncontrollably. I stammered, "What? It's 1 a.m. now, so late, who can take you to the hospital at this hour?" I became extremely confused, my hair disheveled, hurriedly calling my brother to come and take my husband to the hospital. My husband's face kept changing color, sometimes bluish, sometimes flushed red. Anyone seeing him would have been terrified. In the midst of extreme panic, I don't know whether it was the Buddha's blessing or what, but I suddenly remembered the name of Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva that I often recite. Namo Great Compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. Namo Great Compassionate Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. While rubbing my husband's abdomen, I loudly recited the Bodhisattva's name. At that moment, my recitation was extremely focused and powerful, completely different from usual, like a child desperately calling out to its mother. 10 minutes passed. My husband gradually felt better, his face no longer looked distorted. After another 15 minutes, my brother arrived, ready to take him to the emergency room. Suddenly, my husband said he no longer felt pain and did not need to go to the hospital anymore. Everyone was surprised. As for me, I felt it was truly miraculous. However, I still asked my brother to stay overnight, fearing the pain might return and something worse could happen. I would have regretted it for the rest of my life. My husband lay down and soon fell asleep, occasionally mumbling something I could not clearly hear. I almost stayed awake the entire night, only managing to doze off a little toward morning. The next day, when we talked, he said that at that time he had also silently recited both Amitabha Buddha's name and Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva's name, and clearly felt the pain gradually subside while chanting. Through that experience, My husband developed deeper faith in Buddhism and vowed to completely give up alcohol. As for me, it was the first time I had experienced such immediate and powerful response and blessing. Nothing could ever shake my faith in the Buddha Dharma and the Pure Land practice again. Even if I were thrown into a great fire pit or if others said otherwise, I would still firmly trust in Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, like a mother. I hope that through my story, everyone will develop stronger faith in Buddhism, deeply believe in cause and effect, and always remember the name of Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva to recite it so as to be freed from suffering, just as taught in the Universal Gate chapter.